Hail and well met, fellow adventurers. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Hope you're all doing well. Tonight we're going to play some more Pillars of Eternity. I think we are in the final area, well, not the final area. We just got to the tribes of Erglon Foth. Heartsong, I think, is the name of the town, and we got to prove ourselves to them. And we're slowly doing that. We're going to help them out and see if we can catch up to Theos. So let's dig in. Hello, Gantriok. Good to see you. Hello, Yohei. How are you guys doing?
So, can I count on you to keep me in line?
Okay.
Hoo.
Hey, Brent. Title and category still say blueprints. Oh, no. Thank you. Forgot to hit update. How is it now? Thank you for the lurk. Wait, why did it do it twice? Wait a minute. Wait. Wait. Hold it. I know. Okay. There we go. Oh, and it put Nightbot. Hang on. Can we not do carriage returns? Bot responses? Apparently not. Lovely. Try that. All right. I mean, a little better. Maybe I'll go back to the other method. Okay. Here we are. We have arrived. How's everyone's Monday going?
Sure.
Well, we gotta walk into random people's homes. A little walkabout. Keep an eye out for named PCs. Stilgar. That's when I pierced the giant Stilgar with my spear right through its heart. Oh, Anthony, I wish I could have seen you do it. Arthwin, huh? Let's talk to this guy. We won't talk to that guy. Hall of Warriors. The Hall of Justice. Ooh. Three tusk. The mock. Ooh. This could be problematic. Retreat with the three tusk.
Tread carefully, Estermore.
A grizzled old elf, his hair braided and dyed, stands at one end of the hall. His arms and chest are cross-hatched with the pale seams of scars. His crooked smile looks like another. It's not many Estremorn who are permitted into our sacred city. Bethwell must be feeling especially soft today. Adir pays no attention to the elf and instead has locked eyes with the Stilgar in front of him. He whispers to you, "Do you think he'd mind if I pet his Stilgar?" Adir, please. Sagani lowers her head. Remember how well that worked out last time? Come to hear your future at Ter Evron. His smile widens, exposing a row of yellowed, crooked teeth, or to make your own at Blood Sands. What's Blood Sands? An ancient place of sacrifice in a cave by the great elms themselves. Reston and his druids have been an integral part of Glanfathan society for generations.
Yoheiko Mycheard. X100. Focus. Enter. Focus.
Yo, thank you for the bits. No matter what some of the other tribes might say, Glanfath has held its own against the Estremorn because some of us still understand the power of sacrifice. He gives you an appraising eye. Does the thought make you uncomfortable? It should. It's what's kept our society alive for so long. Simak crosses his arms over his scarred chest. Something else? You don't seem fond of us, Estremorn. I fought in the Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. I saw my brethren cut down, defending the places of the builders, and I shed blood alongside Glavin Regd himself. Now the Estermorns seem to think that they will find a cure for their empty children among our sacred sites, or worse, that they will find sanctuary in our lands. And I've seen what happens when they set their sights on Glanfathan soil. They're desperate. The best of them want to find a cure. The worst are looking for an excuse to plunder. Let's see. We could try the diplomatic approach. Isn't there room for you both? In 200 years, Defiance Bay and New Hairmar have outgrown their own crooked cobblestones. They rupture and reek like bloated corpses. No, inviting them into our lands would be the end of us. In my 250 years, I've led my people through 2 wars. Our borders have remained intact, and largely through the reputation of Three-Tusked Stelgar. His voice drops to a growl. I've sired a dozen children, but none have been deemed fit to take my place. I care nothing for the legacies that obsess the Estermorn lords, but it is important that my successor continue this path. Well then. Hey, Quack. Are we drunk or dead yet? Preferably both. Neither. Let's see. Is your role hereditary, or if your own children don't succeed you, what happens? Ordinarily, the Rio would turn to others in my tribe, to clan heads and their families. Ordinarily. He levels his gaze. But we share a tradition of fostering the children of other tribes, and the Amonfath of Fisher Crane has trusted his youngest to my care. He grimaces, and as none of my own blood are fit to take my place, the Rio will look next to this bog child, the kin of another Amonfath, and my foster daughter to take my place. You should be so lucky. The young Fisher Crane lass is a great gift. You should be thankful. Heravius' voice becomes a low whisper, especially given your familiar feebleness. Bog child? I have nothing but respect for Fisher Crane, but their ways are not ours. The Orlans of Fisher Crane have lived in their bog for 1,000 years. They are cunning and furtive by nature, which serves them well when they have swamplands to hide their movements. But this will not deter the Estermorn on open ground. You underestimate what a few stealthy archers can do. He points at the warriors gathered near the fire. Our savagery has deterred the Estermorn from further encroachment. They still tell of our deeds in the Broken Stone War, but if a child of Fisher Crane leads our tribe, we will lose that boldness, and the Estermorn will lose their fear of us. The child will be influenced by the souls of her ancestors. In times of crisis, she will look to her kin in Thanebog for guidance. No matter what I might try to teach her, it will not be enough. He considers you. There is a way you could help, if you have the stomach for it, but I think you have the perspective to see why certain unpleasantness may be necessary. Is he gonna ask me to kill a kid? Uh-huh. This Orlan girl has the soul of a leader. If it were passed to one of my own offspring, our tribe would remain strong. Stelgar at Simuk's side scratches his massive head on the Amonfath's leg. He remains steady on his feet. The druids of Bloodsands have a way to do this, and they understand the importance of a strong line of succession for the Three-Tusked Stelgar. The irises of Pelagina's golden eyes grow wide. This is brutal talk, even among Glanfathans. There's a house in the southeast Heartsong next to the river. The child will be asleep. I've arranged for her to be unattended for a time. His voice becomes a quiet rumble. Take her and bring her to Keeper Wardra in Bloodsands. She knows what must be done. When she presents you with the liquid essence, bring it back to me. What? Tell me about the potion you need. Essence bound and distilled into a liquid. It will have little immediate effect on me, but it will weave a stronger soul in my future issue. Oh my god. So they're gonna kill her, take her essence, or essentially her soul, put it into a potion. He's gonna drink the potion, and then he can sire a stronger heir. Oh, good god. What will keep her where to do? Have you seen the ritual to Bloodsense? She will sacrifice her. It's the only way to distill her essence. What a loathsome wretch, even by three-tusked standards. How about I pummel this unhinged old man until I'm picking bits of his bone, brain, and essence out of my fur? I don't see why you need me to do this. How can you possibly expect to get away with this? Let's see. You know the girl is here, and one Orlan babe will look much the same as the next. But let me worry about this. It's just a little bit of child liquidation. Don't be a funny nutty gecko. Yeah, right? Fuck that. No, I should kill you for this. Surrounded by my best warriors? That would be unwise. I won't do this. I do not relish the deed, but 2 centuries of leadership have taught me that all things bear a cost. Consider it well, Eshmore. I am not above rewarding those who are of service. Goodbye. Kill everyone? I mean, we might be able to, but I don't know that that's going to go over well. See, a young man approaches you with a swift and purposeful stride. While you've never met him before, he has the same stern, wild look as Simek. Well, now it looks like something is going to play out. I was with Quack, but let's see. Yeah, wait, I saw you speaking with my father. What's this about? He glances back at the room with Simek. He asked you to sacrifice Vela, hasn't he? He grits his teeth. Maybe he's right about three-tusked Stelgar growing weak, but if this is the price of strength, it isn't worth it. Oh, some common sense. The tribes have survived this long because we've stuck together. Did he just... Haravius looks at you with a puzzled expression across his face. Did a three-tusked Stelgar say something wise? I do indeed live in strange times. I'm smelling assassination or replacing him with the kid. Yeah. Let's see. I would never hurt the child. He sighs. You did not seem like one who would, but my father will find someone who will. He doesn't give up on an idea easily. But there may be a way to stop him. Oh, I'm listening. Seaspawn, do you find that hat brings a certain perception of you? Do I find my hat? I don't know. I guess I would say I don't care. I like this hat because my grandfathers each had a hat like this, and it's kind of become a family tradition that even my parents have hats, have flat caps. So I like the way it feels and looks, and I don't care what other people think. Does that help? Does that answer the question? There's an herbalist among the Ovates of the Golden Grove. Bletha, that's her name. They all gather southeast of here by the river. She could brew a poison. Simek wouldn't know the difference until it's too late. Oh, now that's interesting. The Ovates of the Golden Grove. Bletha. Okay. There's the family resemblance. In my mind, that's pretentious hat. I don't know if it's just me. Oh, well, that's on you. This is actually a flat cap was popularized in England and all commoners were forced to wear them. There was a act by one of the kings. He was trying to increase the wool trade, and so all these hats were made of wool. So every male, I want to say it was of the age 12 or 13 or older, had to wear one when they were out in public. So actually, it's a hat of the common man. You think of film school, you're thinking of a beret, the French beret. That is a different kind of hat. A beret doesn't have a brim like this. My only complaint with that hat is I now would wear one after Gego, and they wanted... Wait. Your only complaint with that hat is I now would wear one after Gego, and they wanted me to wear one for a wedding. I should have done it in retrospect. Ah! I assume Gego was bald, since we've never, now rarely, seen his head, and so I got no mental image. Pretentious is the fedora. Fedora is not pretentious. Look back at the 1950s. Every single man about town had a fedora. Just because they're not commonly worn anymore doesn't mean they're pretentious. I don't know. That's a weird take. I don't know. But you know, it's everyone's got their own opinions. Any headwear is pretentious. I'm not bald. I mean, my hairline is receding, but I'm not bald. My hairline is receding. It's getting there. It's slowly working its way back. But no, I'm not bald. It's thinning. It's getting there. Media literacy when discussing Family Guy. I don't even know what media literacy means. What does that mean? Media literacy. Somebody's got to define that for me. There's an easier way to kill Simuk, you know. Oh, we could just kill him. Why not just return the child to her birth parents? You want me to murder your father? Let me guess. If Simuk dies, you're next in line. So wait, so why not return this child to her birth parents? It's complicated. A child sent to be fostered by another tribe isn't allowed to return. Unfortunately, explaining that we're shielding her from my father would make matters much worse for both tribes. Okay. Interesting. It means your opinions are facts and you're smarter than me. That's what media literacy means? Wait, what? That isn't... How does that make any... That can't be right. That's your definition. Oh, more like that's your connotation. I'll give you a little grammar there for you. That's your connotation of the phrase. That's your opinion of what the phrase means. Brent, the only thing I can hear in my head is gimp mask. Wow, Yohei. I don't know how that would work on a beholder. Oh my god. I'm now picturing a beholder in a gimp mask. Oh lord, that is a sight. Oh, wow. Thanks for that, Yohei. Ah. I think I was the guy that was explaining this game to you before. You're all right in my book. Oh, thanks. Hopefully my explanation helped. Thanks. I hate it. You did the Beholder mask. All right. Back to the game. This is going down a weird path. Let's see. So you want me to murder your father? No, but it's better than allowing him to murder this child. Okay, let me guess. If Simek dies, you're next in line. It's not like that. The Rio have already determined that my soul isn't strong enough. Whoever follows my father, it won't be me. Oh. Okay. Feels weird saying it out loud in front of all these other people, but I guess we'll poison your father? Yes. Wait, what does he say to this? There's an easier way to kill Simek, you know? His warriors would surround you in no time. Besides, it's simplest if this happens quietly. Okay, interesting. When fucking distilling a child and drinking it is a better conversation. You're not supposed to look like Walter White. Oh, Walter White. Oh man. What's that actor's name? I mean, I'll take it. He's a good looking guy. What's his name? You're kind of down for Lyris becoming the leader? Oh, like, not look. Oh, sorry. I misread that. Sorry. Bryan Cranston, thank you. You're not supposed to like Walter White. I don't know about that. That show definitely puts you in the frame where you're cheering for him. Even though he's doing bad things, he's the bad guy of the show, right? I still find myself like cheering for him, hoping that he accomplishes his goals, even though he's doing terrible things, Yeah, I don't know, that show was fascinating. Let's see. Well, fine. I'll poison your father. With another glance at Simek's chamber, he backs toward the door. Like I said, you'll find Bletha in the Golden Grove. Good luck. Interesting. The media connoisseurs say otherwise. Okay, but that's their opinion. That's my opinion. That belongs to me. I don't give a fuck about the media connoisseurs. Yeah, I've never really I've never given into reading reviews about TV shows or movies. Like, I'll watch a trailer. If it looks interesting, I'll go watch it. And if I don't like it, I don't like it. If I like it, I do. It's not a big deal. I don't feel the need to always, I don't know. We don't make the rules, they do. I think you need to learn to take your power back. Think for yourself. No, don't be a lamb. Unless you're in my cult. Unless you're in my lamb, Cult of the Lamb cult, then, you definitely should be a sheep. One of us. Ishwald, the Ovate. There's Bletha. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to this guy first. An elf with placid green eyes nods in greeting. Welcome to Golden Grove, child.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalist or simply to bask in Wertha's glory? Tell me about the Golden Grove. We are the Ovates, druids, philosophers, and students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and celebration. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies. Bletha understands the cures and poisons of nature like no other. Who leads your order? High Ovate Arona leads us. She sometimes journeys to Elmshore to renew her strength. However, she's there now with some of her closest followers, in fact. Arona is a mighty elm among us. She's lived for generations. There are none who understand the world as well as she, and we are fortunate to have her wisdom to answer our questions. Okay. Let's see. Tell me more about Arona. Why, you must meet her for yourself. She is wise and kind. She has led our order from the beginning, yet she walks among us and gives freely of herself. She turns her gaze to the great twisting elms. That is what so many of us cherish about her. She is present among us in a way that the gods never are. Oh, all right. Well, what do you believe? We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. Ah, okay. Not so much into the gods, more about nature and whatnot. Okay, all right. All right.
Many blessings, traveler.
The elf holds a chipped wooden pipe. The sweet smoke wafting from the bowl makes you dizzy. Welcome, Estermore. I've got herbs and potions for sale. Looking for something to ease your travels? Or something to make them more interesting? When she grins, you see her teeth and gums are stained brown. Whiteleaf. Nice way to spend an afternoon and the following night and most of the next day. Whiteleaf. Oh, okay. What do you have in your socks? All right. Flask of war paint? Oh. Accuracy, damage, maximum endurance, 20 seconds. All right. Tiny Sporling. It's a pet. Well, we gotta have all the pets. We'll just take all the things. I need them, but as a frame of reference. Let's see. Nick's about to beat Boston at home. Oh, Knicks. Is that basketball? Basketball? Is that right? Knicks versus Celtics? I don't know sports ball, man. It's gotten to the point where I hate anything about sports ball. It's just it's just a pastime that does not interest me whatsoever. I don't get it. I believe buttermilk pancakes are the best pancake. Ooh, that's an interesting thought. Wait, what other kind of pancakes are there? Are there like wheat pancakes? I hear you make certain poisons. Poisons? I only deal in tonics that heal and enlighten. She exhales a puff of smoke. Of course, many beneficial substances can be harmful when taken in great quantities, but that's just Wertha's way of keeping all things in balance. Really, what kind of substances? She leans against the winding tree trunk and kicks the items off on her fingers. Oh, there's plenty. Concentrated Carogolin, undistilled spider venom, rotten blood moss extract, cave coral mixed with skein bone. That's an wow, that's interesting. They give us the option of how to poison him. Ooh, that's interesting. What should we go with? What are IHOP pancakes? Those are the best. Well, I would assume those are buttermilk. Yeah. I don't know if there are any kind of other pancakes. I mean, most pancakes are pretty good. Have you guys ever had bad pancakes? I mean, you know, IHOP has good pancakes, right? But have you ever been served pancakes somewhere and been like, nope, not going to finish that? it like that would be bad. If you finish it, then it's, you know, it can be okay, but it's not bad then, right? Have anybody ever had bad pancakes? I feel like that might be one of those recipes that's kind of hard to mess up. Pancakes at home and IHOP. That's fair. All right, chat. How pick your poison. How are we going to poison the Simok, the leader of the three-tusked Stelgars? I don't know. Cave coral and skein bone? Is there a chance he's immune to some of these? Oh, now that's interesting. Yeah, because I almost went straight for undistilled spider venom. Then I started thinking, but that's a really specific... I'm sure it's potent, but maybe it's one of those... I've built up a tolerance to iocane powder. Or maybe it's easily like traced, like this can only be spider venom that, you know. Whereas I think cave coral and skein bone are fairly common ingredients. I know it's a cheap shot, but McDonald's pancakes or school pancakes? Yeah, but even McDonald's pancakes, I'll eat them. I'm not going to turn them down. You know what I mean? But you think those are bad? Bad pancakes? Cave coral and skein bone. She stops and scratches her head. What would you want with something like that? Oh, we need to lie to her? My friend's Stelgar is dying and he wants to ease the creature's passing. She frowns, her teeth clamped around the pipe. Poor thing. Here, take this. She gives you a vial filled with dark liquid. It works slowly, but this will send him back to the cycle kindly enough. Just see that it doesn't get misplaced. Half that dose would kill an Aumaua. She taps ash from her pipe into the grass. Was there anything else I can do for you? Nope, that's it. Take care. So now we have... Letha's poison. Okay. Okie dokie. She's making that pipe sound good. Yeah. They're bad. Less like pancake and more like pan toast. Oh, interesting. Okay. I might be thinking of McGriddles. So at McDonald's, you know, you can get those McGriddles. Are those the same? The pancakes on the McGriddle, are those the same as they're just ordering pancakes from them? You still have a Meerschaum pipe with your name? Oh. Yo, hey, you should keep that. Wasn't that your dad's? So let me get this right. Sacrificial bloodline. So we could trick Simon into drinking. I convinced Bletha to give me a rather potent poison. Since Simic's already expecting a potion, I should be able to dupe him into drinking this. While I already have the poison, I can still take the baby and bring her to Wetha in Blood Sands to follow through with Simic's plan. Nah, I'm good. Let's see what happens. You never had a McGriddle. Oh. I think they're pretty good. It's like, it's like you can get like bacon and egg or sausage and egg between two pancakes. Pretty decent. In my opinion. One of them was his big one is staying here, but there's a second and a third. Oh my. I technically used the third one more. Ah, I see. Also, a McGriddle is a sandwich, and while I've never had it, I assume they make the McGriddle differently because, you know, it's a sandwich. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Now you want a McGriddle or two? Yo, what is with McDonald's hash browns? Damn, those things are good. What the hell? They're so good. Also, why are they so expensive? You have a coworker who's straight up addicted? I know, they're so good. Okay. Let's do this. Here is the potion you asked for. Hey, White Hell Days. He looks from the vial to your hand back to you. Something's wrong. His eyes narrow. What are you trying to give me? You're being paranoid because you're nervous about the deed. It's natural. He reaches out with a hand gnarled by age and battle. He clutches the vial close to one faded blue eye. To my tribe's salvation. He drains the vial in one long gulp. He swallows. And after sputtering for several seconds, he glares at you. His breath sounds ragged and wet. You poisoned me. He begins to raise his hand to the warriors in the other room. That was poison. He rushes at you with a cry of rage. Oh. Well? Poison and violence? I know, right? So what was the point of this? Why did we go through all this trouble? Wait a minute. Should we... We needed a strong resolve in order to get through that. Should we go back and get the a resolve buff and see how this plays out without combat? I'm kind of leaning toward that. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, so if we're gonna do that. Gotta go back to Cadnua.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Oh, I don't have to go all the way. Let's see. He's back from escorting. Alof is assigned to that. He's working on it. Okay, so if we need resolve, we shall rest at the Shuppel. Oh. Your eyes open to a familiar face. Durance sits with his staff laid across his lap, a malignant flame sprouting from one end. He is difficult to make out, his features soft, bleeding together. But the staff, you can see clearly. Its etchings aglow in molten orange. Though Durance's face is difficult to distinguish, there is no mistaking the hardened expression, the furrowed brow. His voice hisses and sputters, low and unintelligible, as though having a private argument with the staff. Traces of spittle catch the firelight as they fly from his lips like sparks. And to your surprise, there is a female figure behind him. You're about to call out a warning when you realize it is the Magron statue where you met Durance at the fork. Yet, she seemed almost alive for a moment. Her cast shadow seemed as if it was moving, cloaked. Then it is still, frozen, with the night at its back. Examine the staff. There is something odd about one of the symbols, a circle of 12 smaller circles. One of the small circles glows brightly, but the other 11 give off little light. They flicker and fade like dying embers. Between his hissing curses, Durance lowers his face close to the staff and blows on the fading circles with a panicked rapidity, coaxing light from them, but they do not ignite. One by one, the light of the circles dies and smoke rises from their ashes. Only one still burns. Durance hurls his staff at his feet, and it clatters to the ground. Its edges have become soft, difficult to find. Like its owner, the staff has become a blur. You close your eyes and reopen them, and Durance is there, picking up his staff from the ground, but the blur is gone, and you are awake. What's going on, Durance? Though I thought I felt your eyes on me, now come the words.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I had another vision of you. One of the symbols on your staff, it was dying.
You see many things that aren't there, Watcher. Perhaps the symbol was for your disappearing sanity, and we are to bid it farewell while you still have the wits to grieve for it.
I saw a symbol with 12 circles. What does it represent?
That symbol? The Godhammer.
Then it was the Godhammer symbol I saw extinguished on your staff.
No riddle there, Watcher. It took 12 of us to build the Godhammer. Afterward, I took my leave of all of them to see what Margaret had in store for me. I've seen none of them since.
Are you sure there isn't more to that story?
Your kind has a way of interpreting its visions to fit the version of the truth you like best. But Magren's flame leaves no room for interpretation. Waste the time of others with your distortions and your fever dreams.
I know what I saw.
It's always the way of the mad to try to convince others of a reality only they can see. But when your doctrine's the truth, it requires no convincing, only an opening of the eyes. I would purify you, Watcher, if I thought it would help. The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little.
Alright, so here we can ask about Magron. She's a many-headed bitch. What's your
She's
view
a
on
goddess, as fickle as they come, and with all the failings you'd expect of an empress and a whore. Too many eyes, too many wants, too much to hold on to. That's the failing of a god. More aspects than words to describe her, like most of them. A god with many nations to oversee, only serves to spread herself too thin.
Although flame rarely crosses twice, so perhaps that is the only truth she embraces. Who knows? Gods are greedy. When it comes to fire, fire is a god's hunger. What are her aspects? War transforms, fire consumes, trials purify, warfare, fire, consuming, purification, and most of all, transforming. Trials are the best way to... But trials as well, but all things are put to the test anyway. A trial can consume, purify, or transform. They're all linked. Okay. What about flames and fire? Perspectives, huh? What does an Adirian see? Okay. What lessons?
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
You tell me about Ashfall. Black trees. You're supposed to talk to him to progress his story, but some of it's just... I mean, I know a lot of it. Alright.
Huh?
So we were in Elm's Reach. So now we got our resolve boosted. We should be able to get through this conversation. If not, we'll find a way if we can. Okay, give him the poison. So here, this is the essence potion you asked for. Send for word if you doubt it. Okay. All right, so here you say you just swallowed a mixture of concentrated essence and blood. How did you expect that to feel? I suppose you're right. He takes a couple of slow, deep breaths, and I suppose I should thank you for your service. Safe travels, Estermore. Okay. Well, Lucha looks you in the eye and gives you a slow nod. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll see how that goes. Now, we gotta go talk to some Delangon. Oh. Oh, hang on. More backstory.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara ex Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now.
Yay, we're special? Yeah, he said duty.
I haven't stolen anything.
Hey,
Yet.
Duke. You're always special, Quack. Quack is our special friend.
We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How would we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
How would we get Iavara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Sounds like you're imaginary. Which, I mean, I'm not ruling out. But I have to at least pretend to be offended. But imaginary friends have special powers. I mean, maybe it's okay. Oh man, did you guys see that movie If with Ryan Reynolds? Imaginary Friends? That was a pretty good movie. I liked it. Okay, so last time we went through one of these conversations, or we listened in on these conversations from the past, we chose that Iavara was our mentor, and so now Theos wants to use our relationship to get her to go to this other place. Two identical women seem to fade into view as they move away from the great trees that camouflage them. Their skin is tree bark, rigid and scaly, wreathed in a curling tangle of roots, buds, and blooms. Their hair hangs beneath the shade of serrated leaves like the drooping branches of the elms above, and the pupils of their eyes are encircled by hundreds or even thousands of concentric rings, as if to mark the accumulated wisdom of millennia. I honestly forgot it came out, because I think everyone was talking about Harold and his crayon. Harold and his crayon. That does not ring a bell. What is that? I can't dredge up what that would be. Harold and the Purple Crayon. I don't think I've ever heard of this. Whoa. Yeah, I've never heard of this. Huh. Well, if you haven't seen If, check it out.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
Oh, well then.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell him and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of his predecessor.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
Okay, so my business concerns the health of this land, and you would be wise to aid me. So we could try the diplomatic option. We could try the honest option. I seek a man who came through here. It sounds as though you've already met him.
There! By his own admission, Sheetha.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer. Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial. The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
Stopping him might end Wideone's legacy.
So that is the reason he passed this way. This is low, even for the Leaden Key.
I told you we should have confronted him, Sheetha. He has always been a poison.
It would have been the last thing we ever did, sister. Who can be said to have ever gotten the better of Theos?
Yes, but imagine how much fun it would have been. Can't you just picture him all strung up in vines like an angry little puppet?
Why, hell days, you just posted a bunch of stuff on the Facebook Marketplace? Such a hassle. Oh. Good luck.
But that's not what this is really about, is it? You are bound to that man.
Oh.
I see it now.
Oh,
You
stop.
are awakened. Your soul is awake, and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
I think I saw a bit of it. I forget if it was a clip or a trailer or synopsis, but I remember being like, that sounds like a really fun idea, and then promptly forgot about it. It is a fun idea. What's she mean? I thought Marigold said, I'm sorry. We did not come down this road together to be refused passage by a pair of talking saplings. Medicio, there must be some way. So this has all been for nothing, and I'm going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
No, but I had hoped it would be something I could forget, or I'd rather have tried to put things right. I would live with it if I could. That, or kill the man who brought it up. I had to believe in something. I would live with it if I could. Yeah.
That is the penance we all pay. But penance cannot be paid for a past only known in fragments and glimpses. However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Sheetha?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
What is it?
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain. But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos. What do he remember?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Okay.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos' path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
You said you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there another way to get to
We
him?
know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
What do you mean with the help of the
The
gods?
pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow. The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
What is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we, a place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it, but at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below. The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people, but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal. It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
How would I ever get the gods to help?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
So the only way to get through this pit is to pray for help.
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
Okay. Who would I pray to? Any god you can, I should think.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake the feeling is shared.
Is there no other
None.
way? How do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools. What do you wish to know?
How did you know I was pursuing Theos?
The same way that you are no doubt able to peer into the ether and experience the souls of others. It is something we are born with, some more, some less. A gift common to many creatures of the wilds. You share certain similarities with the man you pursue. For your sake, I pray they are few and of no consequence.
You mentioned people come to these elms without knowing why. A soul has a will of its own. Its needs and whims are seldom understood, but they follow them all the
There is
same.
something about this place that reaches beyond our understanding, something like a beacon. The elms have a way of uniting souls that have been seeking one another, with or without their owner's awareness. Sometimes it is for love, sometimes for vengeance, sometimes for peace. Often it is for no reason we will ever know. In your case, let us hope it is for peace.
Or vengeance.
Okay. Need to know about praying for the sport
We will
god.
tell you what we can. Before you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I won't know until I get there. I need to understand our histories so it may be put to rest. He must be destroyed. I would return him to the wheel of life and death so he may trouble me no more. I wish to undo the harm he's caused. I would set him on a better path. I would take his place and power for myself. Interesting. Make them make me pancakes? Good pancakes? Interesting. What would give our character peace? Let's say undoing the harm he's caused. Doing the harm he's caused.
You would need to have twice as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
But perhaps there are strides you can make.
All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours. And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others. May you find an answer to yours.
The voice work is a bit confusing. How so?
Yeah. Yeah.
One line's voice, this one isn't. I think the game is glitched. I think that's all it is. Pray to the gods of Ter Evron. Port of the Pinnacle. Comes to the Twin Elms. Travel to the Burial Isle. Okay, but I think in order to get there, I gotta go through the Council of Stars. So intercept. That's Northweld. Can't get there. We haven't got there yet. Evrock, Burn of Memory, Dream of Memory, the Long Hunt. I should figure out where this Long Hunt thing is. You know what? I feel like we should do that before we move forward too far. You just realized you purchased this game? Nice! Well, now you can play it. Try to force yourself through BG3. Damn. Find Sagani. Okay, so we have been missing out on hers. We need to go to the Searing Falls, walk far west, and click the compass to reveal Pearlwood Bluff on the global map. Oh, jeez. Okay. Searing Falls. Oh, geez. All the way over here. Okay. Look at that.
Do these look like the cliffs from your vision?
They do. Thanks.
Moe Fixi Ana! Moe Ixi Ana!
Okay, as you reach the edge of the bluff, you recognize the exact location from your vision of Persak. He was here not so long ago. Sagani stands alert, and the Adra statue in one hand while she scans the cliff. Close your eyes, feeling the ether for some trace of Persak's presence. The darkness behind your eyelids takes shape. You feel Persak running through the forest this time, hurtling and dashing around rocks and trees. The scenery whizzes by too fast. You can't make out the details between the blurred greenery. Something looms out of the trees ahead of you. Persak finally stops in front of an Adra arch. Adra arch. Okay. Inspect the arch. Do you remember hearing about this place? Supposedly there's a row of Adra pillars. No, yes. I remember, yeah.
Then I'll follow. In these visions, I don't suppose you're getting a sense for who Persak is now.
No.
At least we're getting closer. Seems like we've made more progress together than I've made in a year.
What was he like?
That depends on who you ask. I talked to everyone in Masuk before I left. I heard he was a strong leader, a dependable builder, a caring grandfather, a wise elder, a generous neighbor, a cunning negotiator.
Might as well be one of those impossibly perfect heroes from the Adir epics. He was probably all of those things at different times. People remember the things about him that matter most to them.
The odd thing is, many in Masuk weren't much older than me when Persak passed. And yet everyone wanted to make sure he heard about something in particular. Our trade with the Amawa, our successful hunts, peace with neighboring villages.
Looks like he accomplished a lot that affected all of
It
us.
just seems odd that so few of us remember him beyond the things he did for the village. Most of his family members, the ones who knew him, are in their twilight years now. And Persak was too busy to spend much time with his younger relatives.
Seems like the legacy he left his family would be more important. So he changed your village, that's worth remembering. Perhaps this is less about him and more about helping your village move on.
Perhaps you're right. Anyway, what about this Theos character you're searching for? Seems like he was someone important to you. What do you remember about him?
I think he was an authority figure of some kind.
Not a lot to go on, huh? Hopefully you can pick up a few more clues about him while we're running around.
Just making sure that we get all the things discussed with her about her past and make sure there isn't anything hidden behind a weird dialogue option that we didn't take. Okay. Tie your rope to the rock, secure it with your grappling hook, and climb down. Okay. You fasten your rope to the rock and descend. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind whips along from the bay. You struggle and hold on to the rope and breeze as the breeze tosses you around. The wind whistles through the crags about you, but you hold tight to the rope. Moments later, the gale subsides, and you make your way to the mouth of the cave. Cave? A cave? What are we gonna find in here? Gargoyle. The undead.
I understand.
Yeah.
And a ring. Usable by a wizard, huh? +2 first level spells and +2 third level spells. Oh. Try to remember to give that to our wizard the next time I have him in the party. Alright, we have explored this area. So now Adra Falls, or the Adra Pillars, I think that was... Sure. Yes.
Adra Arch, dead ahead.
Okay, the Adra Arch looms in front of you. Just as you saw it through Persoc's eyes, Sagani returns, watching the trees for movement. The arch's shadow falls over you, and the wooded shore fades into a different scene. You're standing in another forest. Blackened, bare trunks claw their way out of the soil and keep a solemn vigil over young trees and tender shrubs. You move slowly through the woods and the ruins scattered throughout them. Stone pillars and broken arches show the bones of some destroyed building. Between and amidst it are elves and orlins, their faces painted and their bows drawn. Examine the trees. Let's see, the stunted, charred trunks look like the aftermath of the War of Black Trees. Battles were fought all over Deerwood and Air Glenfath, and many of the deadliest fronts developed along the borders and behind major Glenfathan settlements. Burnt trees, crumbling ruins. Where is this? I'm glad you don't recognize it. That suggests that you haven't been lurking around the ruins where you don't belong. Sounds like you're describing the desolate stretch in the mountain slopes north of Twin Elms, site of an old battle.
I'll follow you. I always get a strange feeling near the end of a hunt. Like an itch on the end of my nose. I feel like we're close.
Sounds surprised.
I am. After all this time. A part of me had already accepted that I'd never find him. That I'd be stuck wandering like this forever. I'll admit, I didn't believe you at first. Still didn't until now.
What changed?
I haven't spent this much time around anyone since the long hunts in Nasitak. But I've gotten to know you, seen how you deal with Kith. Whatever else you turn out to be when we find Theos, you're honest. I know you wouldn't lead me astray in this.
What will you do after this is over?
Good question.
She's been on this... It's been hard to see a purpose behind the last 5 years, but lately I've started to realize just how much Persoc shaped our village. Bringing his blessings back to Mossack will strengthen us and draw us even closer, and I'm proud to know that I'll be the one returning with it. Getting ahead of myself first. What do you think you'll tell
I guess
Persoc?
that depends on who he is now. I'd like to think that traveling for 5 years entitles me to give him a solid earful about all of it. But what really matters to someone in Persoc's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember?
Sure you'll know what
You
to do.
sound like my mother on my wedding night.
Onward.
Yeah.
guessing that is one of the locations that we have yet to go to. Up here. So we need to I guess we're gonna go commune with the gods. Yay. Oh boy. Like we do. Yep. Book of the Hunt. Daily affirmations of focus and efficacy. Abaddon rebuilt himself from ruin. Oh, so you can kind of get a Book of the Hunt. That'd probably be about Galwain. Yeah. So here you can kind of learn about the different gods. So there's Galwain, Abaddon. Magron. Hylia. Okay. Boudica. Now there's a bitch. Fuck that. Hope we don't have to choose her. Skane? Yeah, I definitely don't want to do Skane. Whale. The fickle god that likes to hide. He's the god of secrets, and he likes to hide. He likes to make secrets. But also, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird god. And then Barath, which is... let's see. The duality exists in all things. There's life and death, death and life. Embrace this duality and you honor Barath. I think of the gods, I'd probably be more akin to Hylia? Eothas, which is dead, maybe? I don't think he's here. The gift bringer, Iden. Andra, right? She's... Well, we've already spoken to Andra once. I don't think she's too happy with us. And then there's Rimagrand, the enigmatic god of cold. Barath oversees the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Rimagrand oversees the cold, destructive act of death itself. The difference is often difficult for novices to appreciate until they've lost a loved one and endure the absence for a time. It is Barath that determines we will be reborn just as certainly as we will die, but Rimagrand is the executioner's axe. Rimagrand shows us that all life ends in stillness. Yeah. Nah. Let's see. It's an odd show. Hey, well, let's see what we get. else to interact with other than.
I've never seen anything like this. Almost beats the Southern Lights.
Yeah.
So looks like all of them are here except for Whale and Wotica. Which is fine. Probably Hylia. Let's see what happens. Okay, the shrine sits before a bright constellation, its stars forming the oval shape of an egg. A pair of wings sprout from the egg, stretching out to either side. Pray to Hylia. You step before the shrine and prepare to recite the ritual words. Oh. Okay, so that's Abaddon. There's life and death, death and life. That's Bareth. Galawain. This could be Hylia. Ocean. Rumagrand. Skane. Whale. Life. Live every note of life's song. Your words seem to ring in the air, your voice rendered melodic and lilting by some unseen art. You shut your eyes to pray as you wait in darkness. The world around you changes. You feel sunlight, bright and warm on your face. A light breeze carries music to your ears. As vivid as these sensations feel, you somehow know they are not real. You look around you to find yourself standing in an open-air temple built on a mountain summit. It's filled with elves, Orlans, and assorted other kith. Ringing the entire scene is a fringe of trees, their verdant branches filled with birds of all different colors, shapes, and sizes. Durance spits, a paradise for those who would waste their lives exploring the meaningless while corrupting the meaning of the real world. Oh, to see these trees ablaze, Watcher. Everyone is singularly absorbed in a particular pursuit, and Orlan sits with a canvas, a paintbrush in his hand, and jars of green, blue, yellow pigments at his feet. An elf and an Amawa standing to the side are locked in conversation, their expressions dancing with delight. Still others scribble stanzas of poetry or crude sketches on sheafs of paper, losing themselves in the delicate minutiae of lines and syllables. You feel the breeze again, and two elves basking in the sunlight shiver. The largest group gathers in the middle of the temple. They sing a lush, chaotic harmony composed of several complementary melodies. Others drift towards the singers in ones and twos, as if buffeted by a gust of wind or a phrase of the song. A ripple passes through the trees. You think it's the wind, but the chirping changes to screeching. Hundreds of birds take to the skies, all headed in one direction. Away. Sagani raises her bow. Something must be coming. The devotees glance at the trees, just barely distracted from their activities. But the wind picks up, scattering their pages of poetry and art and ripping the songs from their lips. They look skyward, and you follow their gaze. A dark shape blots out the sun. You can't tell what it is, but as it unfolds and expands, it seems to fill the sky. The wind roars over the summit. Seldom a good sign. Before you can flee, a shadow falls over the temple. It begins as a stain in the corner and spreads, blotting out the flagstones. It reaches the nearest kith, a Blackford Orlin. The darkness swallows her, leaving only a puff of smoke in her place. Oh. The two elves that you saw earlier, a man and woman, flee. You get a brief image of them huddled in the shadows of a mountain. They seem to see you too, and they reach out, calling silently after you. The others, however, seem frozen. As the shadow advances, they likewise vanish one by one. The driving gale scatters their ashes and the charred remains of their creations. You look up again at the source of the shadow, but the eclipsed sun forms a blinding corona around the thing. You can't make out any details. You can, however, feel heat. Restore my temple. You look down and find yourself standing next to Hylia's shrine in Ter Evren. Your pulse still races, and your skin is damp with sweat from your strange encounter. Okay. It seems the gods want something from me as well. To earn favor, I'll have to complete the task given to me in the vision. Hylia revealed a mountain temple beset by a terrible menace. In the mountains above Twin Elms, something sinister haunts Hylia's temple. Okay. I guess we need to go help a temple. He's like a squirrel. Imagine if the big menace was just a flying squirrel. All right, before we go to the temple, let's see what the blood sands are all about. Okay. A dwarven man stands motionless near the roaring fire that lights the cavern. Your sacrifice feeds the land, supplicants. Come forth. A gust of smoke curls around him, licking the charred flesh that bulges on his forearms. Estremor, the dwarf holds his fist in a tight grip. Your kin doesn't come here to share with the tribes. What do you want? What's this place? Blood Sands. The dwarf picks on his scarred forearm. His guttural sigh mingles with the crackling of wood and bone behind him. As I said, Estremor rarely visit our halls. The Glonfothans call this place Blood Sands. We call it home. The Ethic Knoll have tended the land from within this cave since before the arrival of the tribes to Twin Elms. Be warned, Estremor. We bleed life to nurture it. Our sacrifices may strike you as savage, but the health of those lands depends on them, and it's unseemly for guests to insult their hosts. Okay, tell me about the sacrifices. Everything must die to return anew, Estremor. Though through the sacrificial rites, we offer supplicants the honor of giving their most precious gift back to their brethren, back to the land. The blood gives us strength. Even the Glonfothans have come to depend on the blood paint. They brim with power before battle, all thanks to the sacrifices of their kin. Tell me about the Ethic Knoll. Our order has thrived for generations. Before we came to Twin Elms, our rights fed the lands of the Eastern Mountains. Now we share blood for Eir Glenfoth. To everything that must end, our sacrifices bring a new beginning. We sustain what's to come. Remember, Estremor, you are guests in these halls. Respect our ways and will tolerate your presence among us.
Yeah.
Respect their ways. Okay. So don't steal. Take it. Stealing's a no-no. Let's have a look around. Naka. Who's Naka? Steal everything? I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Yoink. The petitioner before you is swaddled in loose-fitting robes. Her hair is greasy and matted. A glossy film of sweat and grime coats her exposed skin. She has the swollen features of pregnancy and several missing teeth in her big grinning smile. As you approach, she turns slowly to you and examines you from head to toe, smiling the entire time. Joyous day to you, she says. Despite coming from a wearied body, her voice sounds resonant and relaxed. I am Naka, midwife and lore keeper. Her hands run across the slight bulge in her belly. She rolls her head back and sighs a relaxed purr. Are you feeling well? Flawless! Apologies. I should be left to my meditation. The rite of strength is invigorating, almost overwhelming to the senses. She reaches down, cradles her belly in her hands, and turns away. Okay. Enjoy your ecstasy.
Found something.
Oh. Lockpicks. Oh.
I've got this. It's done.
Yoink.
Huh?
Nothing to see here. Gifted sacrifice transmutes blood into water and essence into power. Having a little look around, don't mind us. Not going to steal everything that we can. That looks like a door.
Always something new.
He's gonna get mad if we step in there.
Take a look at this.
Laying low.
Traps. Find us. Hey guys, what's up? What you doing? Oh. There's the Archdruid. I guess we should go have a chat with him.
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy
Hey,
shall
Zach.
enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant.
Welcome in, everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Lunar 2, Eternal Blue. Complete. Ooh, I've never heard of that. I've never even heard of Lunar 1. What's that game about? Hey, notification. Good to see you. Well, welcome in, everyone. Lunar's a ton of fun. Classic 90s JRPG. Oh, okay. Nice. I might have to check that out. There's 2 of them, you say? Yeah, I'll have to check it out. So, classic 90s. Was it on Super NES then? Regular NES? Sega CD. Wow. Nice. Cool. Is it your first time playing it, or? It's on the Saturn PS1 version? Gotcha. Okay. Sega. Playing the remaster that came out recent. Oh, they did a remaster recently. It's the first time for you. What do you think of it so far? Also, hello, Pork Bob. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Gigolian. We're playing Pillars of Eternity. We are currently learning about the different tribes of people that live here in a place called Air Glunfoth, or the Twin Elms. And this is the first time we're talking to this Archdruid, one of the leaders of this clan, or the leader of this particular clan. And this clan is all about blood sacrifice in order to make the whole stronger, essentially. So we'll see how this goes. It sounds like they sacrifice people. They take willing sacrifices only. Willing sacrifices. And then that helps provide power for the different tribes. It lives up to the hype. Simple yet very enjoyable. Feels like a 90s anime. Alright, nice. Very cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that check that out. I mean, my plan was to play Pillars of Eternity 2 after this, but I kind of want to get on that Claire Obscure hype. I'm kind of... I keep catching glimpses of gameplay, and it looks really good. I might give in. Yeah, everyone keeps telling me it's so good. I know. I might just give in and play that next, and then come back and do Pillars of Eternity 2 later. Man, there's just so many good games out, and it's only like, what, the first half of the year? First quarter? We're just now getting to the second quarter? Seems like there's been a lot of great games this year. Lily sleeps late. Welcome in. They need to slow down. My backlog is big enough. Ah, yes. Yes, I agree. My backlog keeps filling up, and then I went and added 2 more games that I've already played to the list because I played Avowed and had a real itch to play these again. And it's been great, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that Clair Obscura looks like a lot of fun. Well, sit back, enjoy, relax for some storytelling. We're going to learn about these blood sacrifices, what these druids are all about here. So he's asking, this is by your own choosing, supplicant? Yes, the elf's voice is high but even. The dwarf grips a hatchet with both hands and raises it over his head. He throws his shoulders forward and swings the weapon into the elf's chest, connecting with a meaty thump. Blood gushes around the blade, and the sacrifice's screams rend the air. Heravius' hand clutches his chest as his eyes widen in amazement. I did say I wanted to see the teachings of other druids, but I think I was imagining more dried herbs and chanting? We never did that in my circle back home. Never. Echo the Dolphin is getting remastered? Oh my. Wow. Echo the Dolphin. I felt like that was a game that was hard to figure out back in the day. Did anyone else play that on was it Sega Genesis? You did? I remember, I feel like I rented it at some point or played it at a friend's house. I know we didn't own it, but I know we couldn't figure it out. You did a rant about Echo a while ago? Yeah. You were born in the PS2 era. Despite his earlier agreement, the elf thrashes atop the stone table, his torso arching while his arms and legs remain tied in place. Meanwhile, the dwarf spreads his arms wide and allows blood to spatter his robes. When the elf is finally silent and still, the dwarf pulls his hatchet from the body and wipes it on his hem. Well, now I feel old. I feel like that's a lot of why Quack is here. He enjoys making us feel old. I was too young for that game. Played it, but no earthly idea what to do. Yeah, that was my big problem with it. Okay, so that happened. The dwarf wears crimson robes that are stained and streaked with dark patches. His face is smooth, but lacking youthful elasticity. It's as if the lines and wrinkles have been formed and erased many times over. He watches you with eyes like 2 black pits as he wipes his hatchet on his robes. Hail, Estremor. Estremor is a term here they use to mean outsider.
No one comes to Blood Sands without a purpose. What is yours?
Oh then. Who are you?
I am the Archdruid of the Ethic Null. For centuries it has been my duty to guide our rituals and guard our knowledge. It is work that requires a certain resilience, but it is not without its benefits.
That game was really weird, yeah. I mean, semantics. I was born in the PS1 era, but obviously I couldn't play games till I was like 5. Ugh. Quack. Lazy. Jeez. Can't believe you weren't playing games at 2 years old. Reston's eerily smooth face is motionless as he watches you. Tell me more about the Ethic Knoll. We are a druidic order that has been in the Twin Elms since Ngwithan times. Our founders came from the White March, seeking a place where we might practice our beliefs in peace, as it were. Unlike most of our Glonfothan brethren, we seek answers in the world around us rather than in the teachings of the gods. We believe that all life has power, and that this power can be siphoned and conducted. We are not, as some suggest, madmen and murderers. All of our rituals are conducted with willing participants and through methods that have been tested and refined over centuries. He nods, his black eyes shining. This allows us to create the war paint for which we are respected, if not loved. What's war paint? A special unguent binding raw essence to the wearer. It grants incredible advantages in combat and has made us indispensable to the tribes. Whatever they say about our practices, almost all of them have made use of our war paint at some time or another. A slow smile spreads across his face. Fascinating indeed how the most strident objections can be overcome by circumstance. Can I buy war paint? I'm no merchant godlike. Talk to Kiba Weirda. She's around here somewhere. Okay. That's all I wanted to know. All right. Well, you guys do you. Move on.
Many blessings, traveler.
Okay, what do you do here? I sell and maintain certain goods. Oh, okay. What do you have for sale? So this is the war paint. Oh yeah, okay, we saw this earlier. In fact, I think I picked some up. I think I randomly found some. Okay. Yeah, it's all right. Merchants. Blink. Okay, thanks for the fun, druids. Blood druids. Okay. Let's see. I think we've now explored everything. We've done the Hall of Warriors, the Twin Elms, Ter Everon, we've gone to the Golden Grove. So I guess we go try to find the Temple of Hylia. We were tasked with helping the Temple of a God. Oh, it's up there. We got to go up there. Okay. We got to get the North World, then go to Hylia. Well, I think we have to go to Old Song first, which we haven't been yet. So let's go to Old Song. What kind of trouble can we get into here? Okay, what do we... Hylia's Shrine. Okay, there's a shrine here. The Old Song's Pass. The Noon Frost. That goes to Burial Isle. Back to the district. Gallowayne's Maw. Okay. Well, let's take since we gotta go help Hylia, let's take a look at her shrine.
We can't stay down here. Someone must go to the nest eventually.
Hello. Two wood elves, a man and a woman, wear colorful robes embroidered with a matching emblem, a winged egg. Apart from their clothing, they couldn't be more different. She folds her arms and continually scowls at the broken walls around them. He, on the other hand, mutters prayers, his shade-dappled face as tranquil as a cloudless sky.
Just how are we supposed to worship the Sky Mother from among the weeds, This is a disgrace.
Calm yourself. We should be grateful that she protected us from the winged terror. Besides, even here we have a visitor.
These are the two elves that we saw in our vision. Yeah, actually, I received a vision from Hylia. She bid me to speak with you about the menace that's settled over her temple.
A vision from the goddess herself? What a rare and fortunate blessing.
Your vision did reveal that the menace is a dragon, yes? No, it didn't. But it's not the first dragon I've dealt with. She steps back and gives you a long look. To be honest, I expected the Sky Mother would summon a whole flock of warriors to fight this monster. I fear so few will be like sparrows attacking an eagle. But if Hylia has tasked you, then who are we to doubt? Onwin is right, however. You must prepare yourself for a powerful and crafty foe. The nest and the dragon are perched atop a mountain beyond the north weld. He points northward along the path. Follow this trail into the wilderness and then look for another path carved into the cliffs. May the Sky Mother's blessings aid you. That's all. Yeah, okay. You got anything else? We can tell me about this dragon. Has this sort of thing happened before? Never. Okay. How did the dragon come to be here? With great beating wings and a fiery roar? Should have saw that coming. Who knows why these beasts come and go? It's here and that's what matters. If you're asking why this has happened, only the gods know. I suspect it's a test of faith from Hylia herself, but who can say? Well said. These two have a little bit of whale in them. This is a mystical playground controlled by unknowable deities. There are so many other things to worry about than the how and why of, well, anything. Things are obvious. When did the dragon first show up? Several weeks ago. The creature cloaked the sky like a thundercloud and descended upon us all at once. There was no warning. Can you tell me anything else about the dragon? Nothing. Oh. We truly wish we could tell you more, but we, like the rest of Hylia's faithful, were running for our lives, and we were more fortunate than most. Alright. Thanks for the big help there. Okay. Hydrate! Alright. Well, let's just go have a look around, I guess. Oh, conversation. Oh, okay. Think we may have been here before? Who's this? Ura.
Many blessings, traveler.
What stands before me? Let's see. An Orland woman stares at the sky with an air of deep contemplation. She occasionally puffs from a wooden pipe, blowing smoke into perfect rings. She wipes her lips with the back of her hand. Her teeth, uneven and pointy, are stained red. I do not see Estremorn often. She picks the remains of an ochre root stuck in her gums. And believe me, I see many things. Perhaps you want to see them too, yes? She gestures behind her at an assortment of plants, roots, and files lying on the rug. She's got the hookup. Hmm? She's got the good stuff. Svef. Hmm. So she's got weed. She's got meth. She's got shrooms. Ripple sponge. Soothing calming effect, which helps in tackling extended periods of strenuous activity. She's got downers. All those things are used to enchant weapons, remember, right? Oh yeah, did I ever finish enchanting? He's got superb. His is the one that we have room to make legendary on. And it's Durgan Reinforce. Yeah, this is probably the best option. Reflecting. 10% range attacks reflected back at the attacker. Yeah. Let's go ahead and make that legendary. Oh, wait. Okay, I did make his gun legendary. That's right. And that took the Kraken eyes. Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember now. She's still on exceptional quality? Oh, shit. No. Well. Oh, I need an Adra Dragon Scale. I can make hers legendary, too. Hmm. And his. Shoot. I'm going to do his and Heravius's because they're in melee the most, so they benefit more from more damage reduction. Stat bonus for each of them would be good. Although, looks like we only got room for one more enchantment. And a stat bonus requires 2 to 4 in order to accomplish that. All right. Well, we could give them some kind of proofing. Oh, it's already got burn damage reduction on it. You could also do slashing. How much do you have left? Oh, we could do an attribute bonus for you. Okay. Well, what are you short on stat-wise? Let's see. 20 might, 20 con, pretty good. Might want to give him dexterity. I think that would be good. His actions would be faster. Oh, what are you pointing at, Quack? Box? What box? Okay. Well, we could also give her an attribute bonus. What are you short on? Maybe some constitution, huh? Good. Actually, does that... Oh, shit, I didn't even check. Might not stack if she's already got some item. Change once we enchant. Okay. I think if you get something from the armor, it stacks with other items. Trying to see the funny things you can make with point. Oh, okay. I see. You know what? I think you can only get stats from one item. So she's already getting... Dex and Con from there. Might from her Sentinel's Girdle. Got a bonus, item bonus to perception. So intellect is the only thing that really she's really missing out on. I don't know that she necessarily needs it. Okay. I think we're all full up. Yeah. Endurance has room for more. If we get an Adra Dragon Scale, I don't know. We might want to save room just in case. We could bump him up to superb. Okay. Anyways.
Hounds. Loyal to a fault without a mind of their own, and a crack of your staff sends them whimpering. What better symbol for Galawain could there be?
Uh-oh. Here we go. What was it Heravius wanted for his companion quest? Oh my god, I can't believe we haven't even looked into Heravius's. Did we already do his? Interesting. I don't remember if we did his or not. Okay. What are we dealing with here? Thanks.
Arensi has no right to defend that cowering cat in the back of the maw.
Then track her down and tell her yourself.
Come to see the great Oernos, Estremor? He's out for a hunt, but he'll be back. Unlike that lioness, he doesn't stay cooped up in here for long.
Why can't Oernos go and fight the lioness?
Because she holes up at the back of the maw, surrounded by her pride and the natural hazards of this place. It's not the proper way to meet a challenger. She's got to come out and face Oernos to keep her claim. Anyway, her prime is past. Putting that old beast down would be a mercy at this point.
I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Let's go talk to the other guy.
Kareth, this is no place for sightseeing, even for you. The beasts of Galawain's Maw are dangerous, and now more than ever.
What's wrong with the beasts?
They won't fight.
What's wrong with that?
It is not Galawain's way, and it is not the way of the Maw.
Okay. The Maw has always been home to one great predator. Every so often, a challenger comes along, and the two battle for territory. But Sol remains in her den, and Oernos can't confront her there. Now, two mighty predators and their kin hunt from the same stock. It's thinning the herds, and it's thinning patience around here too. Oh. And this waiting, it's not the deliberate watchful waiting of a hunter lying in ambush. It's stagnation, tedium, hoping for something to happen. But I'm powerless to act. One half of the fangs will cry favoritism if I try to drag the lioness out myself. Tell me about the two predators. There has never been a more cunning hunter than Sol, but some say she's losing her edge. Oernos, on the other hand, is all edge, and many of our number think he's the rightful successor. His fingers drum a restless rhythm on his thigh. Blood simmering. It's going to boil over if a little doesn't spill soon. Would you favor Sol or Oernos? I see both sides. Sol's cunning is unmatched, but Oernos is the mightier of the two. Both embody traits prized by Galawain. Well, I'm an unbiased outsider. I can look into it. No harm in letting you try, I suppose. Anything's better than this endless waiting. If you can somehow bring this to a resolution, these tensions will end. If not, the beasts will make short work of you. We don't normally permit outsiders to venture into the Maw, but you understand but you understand that you do so at your own risk, and Soul's lions are likely to attack intruders on sight. Still, perhaps you can coax her into fighting the bear. Do whatever you can to end the stalemate. Okay. Where could I find Soul? Straight at the back of the maw. You could get through either way, but mind where your feet step. The maw is a dangerous place, and Soul's pride and her advocates are on alert. Where do I find Oranos? Good question. Bear's out hunting right now, but he'll return soon. He's never gone for long. They want us to do something about the stalemate. Okay. The greatest predator in Argyle has traditionally lived in the maw as Galawain's favored Soul, and Lioness has held the position for decades. Oranos, a bear, has come to challenge her, but Soul has refused to meet him. Without a fight to resolve the matter, the Fangs are split over which beast is the rightful champion. Their leader hopes that I can coax Soul into open combat. This is interesting. I wonder what the outcomes for this one are. The old queen and the new king. So, let's see. Otherwise, you can go straight from where you enter. Which. Let's see. So you can kill Oranos. You gain a moderate reputation increase with the Fangs. Get some XP and for party members. Other dialogue options depending on your character. Or you can kill Soul and gain a moderate reputation increase. Either way, you get a moderate reputation. Other dialogue options depending on your player. Okay. And you can also kill both. Reputation will add up. All talking options will end up leading to a confrontation with either of the beasts. Trying to lure either of the beasts to the other one does not work. Oh, well, that's good to know. Once the fight starts, you cannot exit combat until both beasts are killed, and trying to run through the vine wall, like shown in the vision, is impossible while in combat. Okay. Interesting. So we go talk to this guy. He gives the bear's side. Okay. I could take Carousel. His callous thumb makes a scraping noise against the blade of his axe. I hate to spoil the tradition of a big showdown, but if she retreats from her fight, then there's no point in waiting. Kill her, and that'll be proof enough that she's not fit champion. Okay. So we either kill a lioness or a bear, huh? Oh, hey guys. Oh, hi. Okay, so ultimately, I guess we can kill both. We can kill just one. Quack says get rid of the bears. Okay. Anybody else have any opinions?
Steady does it.
You can kill both as well and double the prize. I'm full on XP, so it doesn't matter. It would be just more reputation, I suppose. Although, I mean, it's interesting. The reputation will add up. It's weird. We leave them without a champion.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Always something new.
The remains of a broken bridge long collapsed. So there's a chasm, huh? The stones are coated with slick green moss, making them impossible to grip safely. The wooden beams lodged between the stones on either side of the bridge seems sturdy enough to support your weight, however. Toss your rope and grappling hook across the chasm. Strikes the bridge with a solid thunk. The hook snags firmly, digging into the wood as you pull. Across the chasm, which just gets us back over here.
What's this, Itamak?
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Need something?
Dead on!
Take a look at this. I'll take a look.
Let's go!
Yeah.
What's this, Itamak?
On the hunt.
Okay. I think we found... Okay. An elven woman intercepts you as you advance into the lair. Behind her is the largest lioness you've ever seen, a sleek beast with fangs as long as carving knives. The woman blocks your path to the lioness, seemingly at ease around the monster. This is Sol's domain, Estremor. She shall not leave it for Ouranos or any other challenger. Why does Sol refuse to face Ouranos? Ouranos is welcome to confront her here, as many challengers have in the past. What the bear's supporters want is for Sol to leave her lair and fight in the open, where he has an advantage. But why should she? If Sol has advantage here, it's one she's earned. Would anyone expect to blunt the bear's claws in order to even the odds? The Lord of the Hunt gives unique advantages to each. It's not for us to decide that some of them are worth less than others. The lioness gives a low growl and Arensi smiles. Also, Sol has recently given birth to cubs. They're small now, but when they grow, they will be mightier than either Sol or Ouranos. But if Sol is killed in combat, that bear will tear her young to shreds. Such is the way of the wild. Her legacy is too valuable to perish this way. If we truly want the mightiest of beasts in the Maw, then her cubs must grow to maturity. Oh. What are you doing here with Sol? Defending the rightful champion of Galawain's Maw. Ouranos supporters would have her ousted in favor of a bear that isn't strong enough to come and seize this territory on his own. Okay. We'll take out the bear. Good, that bear isn't nearly as strong as Einden and his followers think. If someone were to prove just how easily that bear can be killed, that would cure everyone of their delusions about it. I wonder what Galawain will think of all this. His great lioness gets someone else to deal with her challenger. He falls silent for a moment, then becoming instantly cheerful. And I would love to watch someone other than me offend the Seeker God. I can't wait to see how he tests them for their lack of decisiveness. Big bear. Okay. Now we go back. Ouranos isn't the rightful champion.
If you stand on the side of that toothless old bag of bones, then you stand in my way.
Try me. Yeah. Try me.
Ready, Watcher.
Yeah?
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
So they're dead.
Right.
Still looking around? Watch your step.
I've dealt with the situation. And Sol remains champion. Many of the Fangs are glad to see her stay. Perhaps it's Galawain's way of telling us to remember our roots and prize our cunning as hunters. Thank you for the help. Care to make Galawain guide your path. Take this with our thanks. You might visit Terra Evian to pray to the Lord of the Hunt. He sometimes grants special favors for those who prove themselves. Well, the old queen and the new king. Quest completed. Cat's Claw added to inventory. Oh, it's a sword. One-handed. Exceptional. 3 DR bypass. Well, our boy already has... Our sword wielder already has an awesome sword as it is. And an awesome shield. Shield is fully upgraded. He needs 28 might to get the last upgrade? Oh, shit. Okay, we might be able to do that. That's plus 4 might. Let's... Plus 10 might. Champion's boon. Friendly target. Okay. Next combat we get into, we need to put Champion's might on a deer, and that will solve that. Is there any more combat?
Always something new.
Slowly now. I'm ready.
Yeah.
It's done.
It appears there's no other combat in this direction. They have the proper key for this? Interesting. Seeking more combat. Oh. It's like this is where they tortured people.
The chill of Rimergon's oblivion. The mindless beast. Easily brought to heel by the fire.
This place. Welcome to Noonfrost. Most of the temples currently closed for sacred ceremonies to Rimergon. The shrine is to your right. You're welcome to make an offering to Rimergon there, but the rest of the temple's off limits. Why is the temple closed? Middle of sacred ceremonies. They're rather complex. We don't permit outsiders to witness them. Okay. I really don't care about this god. What do you do here? Okay, goodbye. Okay, bye. No farther. Okay. No.
Let's see this stubborn bastard. Let's see this stubborn bastard.
Curious what's considered. I unlocked this door, but can we go in without causing? No, cannot. Well, I don't want to cause trouble yet. All right, don't unlock doors.
Mm-hmm.
Boo. Can I go in here? Got water in this well is frozen solid, trapping small fish from the lake underneath the temple. Refracted light dapples the icy mirror behind this statue. Okay, so this is just the, Temple of Rimmergrond. The ice god. Well, I guess it's time to go deal with a dragon? Oh, no, we gotta go to Northweld first. Okay, so there's a couple things that we need to do here, if I remember right. Something for Sagani, I'm guessing, for hers quest.
The figurine. It's glowing.
The Deer Wooden Expedition is here. I'm not sure how we're going to handle that. It's morphin' time! So, let's have a poke around and see what we can see. Let's see. Snow hides in the tall underbrush, twigs poke out of her hair, chunks of dried mud cling waist high to her leather leggings. Quiet. Keep low. Take a look. My friends are up there, over the lip of the hill. What's going on? The fangs have caught the scent and rushed the group. She begins to run her gloved fingers over her hair and stops. The pressure snaps one of the twigs stuck on her black curls. Some of my friends are still alive, but the fangs have them surrounded. The expedition, or what remains of it, has taken cover in some ruins above these cliffs. The fangs must be toying with them, or letting them starve a bit before the next attack. We need to act, or they're good as dead. How did the fangs get here? I cut a decoy path, set false campfires, and dusted over every footprint I could find. It didn't slow them much. See what I can. Maybe you can find a way around the fangs. There's got to be another way up that ridge. You aren't dressed like my men. Perhaps you could try talking to the fangs. They might not think you're with us. Please help. I already have enough friends to bury. All right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can find a way to sneak them out.
Right.
We need to do some exploring. Let's see what it's like. There are the fangs. So we probably don't want to go that way. To start. We can sneak them out.
What? Moe Ixi Ana.
That count? Hey, Steadfast is fully upgraded. It is a superb quality one-handed sword. Gives him some resolve. He's immune to frightened and terrified. Cool.
Huh?
There's a lot of them. Enemies there. What are they immune to? Lightning and piercing?
I'm ready. Get on!
Huh?
Let the Catman sniff out any trouble.
Okay, something going on here. What do we got? Okay, beneath the raging waterfall, the corpse of an elven Glonfathan hunter lies shattered against the rocks. Broken bones protrude through his skin, but you also notice deep parallel cuts in the rotting flesh. The slashes trace almost every part of the body as if it had been ravaged by a dozen blades. This man probably died before his fall from the cliffs. You touch the dead elf's forehead, droplets of water glistening down its purple surface, and feel a sudden jolt from the hunter's lingering essence. The world around you fades away. You're walking among the underbrush without making a sound. Moonlight catches sight of your arms, shining them pale, but you quickly dart again into the shadows of the giant trees of the Northweld. Your blood brother is not so deft as you expected. Look at him, frail, unaware. He doesn't deserve to share the glory of this hunt. It's been countless seasons since a Stelgar like this one, twice the size of its lesser kin, has roamed the forest near the Twin Elms. Arthwin fell for the trick. You almost feel pity for him, but you've convinced yourself that he'd only get in the way once the killing begins. He'll be safer by the river, expecting that we'll flank the Stelgar when it comes out to drink. But this kill will be only yours. The Stelgar is larger than you imagined. It stands without fear atop the waterfall's ridge, its silhouette cutting a monstrous hole beneath the mantle of the night sky. A beast of legend. A true hunter. Your hand tightens around the shaft of your father's spear. The weight feels balanced, just right, as you prepare to throw. You put everything into it. The spear flies true and hits its mark. The Stelgar didn't even hear a sound. Its blood spills bright on the rocks, yet it stands unfazed. The beast pounces. Moonlight shines over its great fangs. Your hands draw your blades without a second thought as you lunge forward to meet this monster. It's fast. It's ripping your flesh apart. You stab at the darkness engulfing you, deep again and again, but there is no slowing its embrace. Damn. Alright, so what have we learned? There's a big nasty Stelgar up at the top of the waterfall. Great. Grand. Wonderful. What else can we find around here? There's a broken spear. Interesting. Here, so we're gonna hold off on this unless we have to. I'm gonna see if we can get up and around to the trapped guys, and maybe we can sneak them out.
Get on!
Adragon. Beetles. Adra beetles. Oh boy. Nasty.
Moeth Pixie Anna!
This goes up to the nest. This is the Pilgrim's Shrine. So this is how we get up. I think. To the next area. Temple of Hylia. Oh, what's this? You come upon Tincture. How's it going? Come upon a clearing and see a group of Glenfathans standing in a circle. Sagani glances from the Adra statue to the hunters, looking for a connection. Meanwhile, the hunters turn and notice you. Their bows are drawn. Does the name Persoc sound familiar to any of you?
What kind of Estromor foolishness is this?
They step aside and turn to you, and as they do, you see something on the ground behind them. Lying amidst the ferns is a white stag. Dark blood mars its brilliant coat, and its sides tremble with quick, shallow breaths. You feel a presence in the beast, something ancient and familiar. Before you can speak, something thumps to the ground. You look down to see the Adra bear, its bright glow flickering.
Auric's shadow.
Sagani draws up beside you, her wide eyes fixed on the dying stag. Adir realizes what he's seeing and covers his mouth. Sorry, Sagani. The stag is her quarry? The soul is in the... This entire time she's been looking for a guy. And it's been a stag. Oof. One of the hunters takes a step forward and Sagani raises her bow, an arrow knocked.
Any closer and you'll bleed out next to him.
Her voice is low and
I
tremulous.
never thought I'd prepared myself to meet a stranger. To share the honor and history of my village with someone who had no knowledge of us. Even someone who'd scorn our way of life.
If you're going to do this, you've got to hurry.
I was going to tell him about the years of abundance in Masuk. How his granddaughters have hunted caribou, and his grandsons made our walls strong. But he'll be gone in minutes.
Doesn't matter what you say, he's dying, and you're doing this for your village. Remind him of his impact on Masuk. She kneels by the fallen stag, placing her hand on its head. She begins speaking. She tells Persoc of prosperous decades, of the grain trade that has sustained them through long winters. She recites the stories told about him and speaks of the new elders who have followed in his footsteps. The stag takes a final shuddering breath and falls still.
If you've finished your chanting, we need to get to work before the meat spoils.
Did your elders teach you even a mouse dropping's worth of decency? There will be other kills to dress and eat, but there will only be this one chance for Sagani to say her due respects.
Have you no respect? A great soul inhabited this body.
He takes the lusterless Adra figurine.
And it's gone now. What's left is our kill.
Let's see. You owe Sagani an apology.
I want nothing from the tongues of these carrion eaters. Coming from people who revere stones and long-dead Adra.
It's not just worshipping stones, you fool. It's about respect for what was built by those who came before you. Persoc means to you what those long-dead Adra mean to us.
She slanders the builders.
You've performed your ritual, Sagani. Let them have theirs. Very diplomatic. Let's all stay calm. There's no need to argue.
You Estromoran are full of useless talk.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to die, that's... We lost reputation with the Fangs. That's some bullshit. Glonfothams are dumb. Yeah, I know, right? Just out of curious. What is our... Twin Elms, faintly good. Fangs, we're back to neutral. I mean, we tried to be diplomatic. I guess we have to intimidate them. What did I save? Not fast enough. Man, they are dumb. I put the kid gloves on.
Get on!
Need something? Othek Wurden Rock! Othek Wurden Rock! Die!
Get on!
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah.
Okay. Save. Let's try this again. Probably got a...
What kind?
Arx. Any close. I never thought I was going to tell him about the year.
If you
Did your elder...
Have you no...
And it's gone now. What's left is our kill.
They're not worth our time, Sagani.
I won't take long. Coming from people who review...
It's not just worship.
She slanders the builders.
You'll leave us alone if you know what's good for you.
You Estramoran are full of useless talk.
Oh, come on, really? Intimidating them? Okay, there's no intimidating them. That's fine. We'll try another option. Alright. Let's see how it is. Will I play Deadfire after this? I was going to, but I really want to play Claire Obscure.
Right.
Because it looks really good. So I will eventually come back and play Deadfire 2, probably after Claire, but yeah.
What kind?
Arx. Any close. I never thought I was going to tell him.
If you
Did your elder...
Have you no...
And it's gone now. What's left is our kill.
Coming from people...
It's not just...
She slanders the builders.
You are so quick to forget all I've done for the... Are you so quick to forget all I've done for the Fangs?
Very well. We leave you in peace then.
Ah! That's where it is.
Yeah.
Gotta remind them what we've done here. Okay.
Huh.
It's so good. I want to play more, but I tend to forget anything else, everything else but it. And I have homework and work that pays the bills and eating is a part. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cave? Just a random cave, huh? Alright, we'll come back to that. I need to find out... I need to figure out how to get these stupid dudes away from the fangs. Can. Without pissing off the fangs. Ah. This one. No play, only work. A ground hardened by dry blood and stomped leaves, the corpse of a giant Stelgar crawls with flies. Its flesh has been pierced and cut as if stabbed by spears and slashed by swords. You touch the dead Stelgar's flank. A cloud of flies stirs into the air, and suddenly you feel the creature's remaining essence. The world around fades away. The pack rests, rocks shelter the young, full bellies. You turn away and look beyond the trees. The moon breaks over their swaying canopy. A scent in the air stirs a tingling in your mouth. You slide into the shadows, the taste of hunt filling your nostrils. Light shines on the stones by the water that falls, prey down below. Two-legged, hair like dry grass. It moves near the water that flows. Thin legs, slow, noisy, unaware. It holds a sharp stick. Two-legged hunter, weak hunter. Prey. Closer, prey. Bright moon, prey. Into the dark. Pain. Pain on your side. A sharp stick pokes out of your flank. You roar and shake it. It snaps, breaking on the stones. Wet stones, your blood. Leaves rustle. You look. Another two-legged. Another hunter, thick legs, silent steps, striped face, strong hunter, enemy. You leap, aiming at its neck. It moves fast. Your claws find flesh, ripping it deep, ripping it down. Wet leaves. Two-legged blood. It howls. It fights back. Long claws cut into the air, or cut through the air. They slash at your flesh. More pain. Sharp pain. You strike, it strikes, hot blood on your claws, hot cuts on your chest. The world goes red. Your strength fails. You can't breathe. The two-legged hunter looks down. Wet ground. Our blood. Sharp stick above its head. Bright moon above its head. Strong hunter. The world goes dark. Interesting. So we saw that from both sides. They killed each other. Fantastic. Uh-oh. Bastard hunter, yeah, they hunted each other.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? How did that? What did that resolve? I'm sorry. What? Return to Sinwith in Northweld. I've aided their wooden expedition. They're safe from the immediate harm. Gwynth waits. Really? With the path cleared, I can let Esmar know that it's safe for his men to escape before. Oh, we cleared the path. Oh. Why aren't they here? Where are they? Guys? Hey guys. Where you be? Stop! Brunderfoe! The man is in blood-soaked armor, points his blade at you. His wounded and weary comrades flock into position behind him. You're not calling Fothen. By Mogren. Friend or foe, I said. Calm down, I'm a friend. Finds Bay positive. Sword still pointing at you. The man gives a sideways glance to his companions and nods. The mercenaries lower their weapons. By the flame, the hero Defiance Bay. Rare and welcome sight. Friends this far from home. He gives a concerned look to his mercenary company. Look at us. Hiding in the rocks, holding in our guts, the fangs. They've bloodied us and now we're trapped. Quinith sent me what's happened. Resourceful girl. We assumed the Glothothans killed her before coming upon us. I'm relieved she's alive. Doubly relieved she's brought help. The tribesmen ambushed us as we made camp. The fight was a lopsided slaughter. In the melee, someone tripped through the campfire. We were lucky in that regard. The stench of burning flesh and the cooking smoke obscured the scene, and a few of us managed to withdraw. We ran to these ruins to regroup, but now we're trapped. Face painters to the south of our position, and they have us cornered. No doubt they're happy to let us starve while they rest and rebuild their strength before attacking anew. Seems this is where we would be making our last stand. Okay. Can't you flee north? Couldn't run that way. Maybe we could run that way. Maybe avoid them if we're quick, but we spotted a pack of Stelgars up there. Given the options, I'd rather some face painter kill me. I've cleared the northern woods. Those Stelgars won't trouble you. All of them? Hear that, boys? Looks like we've got a way out. Get to it. They cheer, and their voices kindled with purpose and spring into a march. Esmer raises his fist and shakes it. The locket dances as if jerked into life. The captain nods and gives you one last look before joining his companions. Okay. Well. Get them out of there. Now we just need to go back around. I think if we can avoid avoid talking to the fangs, then I don't think we'll be implicated. What's that one? Okay, you did it. We'll be chanting your name back in the gift. Everyone will know what you've done for us, I promise. No, whoa. I don't think that's what I want. But you're the type to deserve more than just praise. Coin, weaponry, or if nothing tangible suits your fancy, I'd gladly share my skills with you. Skills? Okay. Yeah, I don't really need any weaponry or coin, so skills. I was hoping you'd say that. When you spend so much time as I do in the ruins, you learn the key is efficiency of movement. Granted, the Dungeon Delver. Okay. The Dungeon Delver. What does that do? Okay. Passive. 0.1 to crit damage multiplier, +1 stealth, +1 mechanics. Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
See if we can get up to the nest. Just need to talk to Durance some more. Nest above the clouds. Yeah. You know what? We'll take a rest. Why not? Before we go up there.
Have a moment to talk.
Oh, okay.
A deer in the middle of Air Glonfoth. But I'm glad I can bring this success back to Masuk. And perhaps Persoc will return to us one day because of it.
Do you think Masuk will remember you the way they remember Persoc?
To be honest, The biggest relief is knowing that my journey was worthwhile. That finding Persoc and carrying our village's story to him will strengthen our community and return his soul to us. I'm looking forward to being back in Masuk among my family and my people. But more than anything, I'm glad to finally understand the purpose behind these last 5 years. What do you think? Do you feel as though you understand the purpose behind your hunt for Theos?
Closure with Theos will bring me peace. I think that's...
I truly hope it does. Anyway, Theos isn't getting any closer.
Apparently, I still need to do some talking with...
If doubts and curiosity plague you, some shape. Before. If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your nut. Carved? This staff is a hissed memory. It's like all memories, Huh. I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
Trying to get as much talking done with him
If doubts and curiosity
so we can move
plague
his
you're
quest
skinning
along.
your knuckles on the wrong door.
I think I did
What?
enough for the day.
If doubts and curiosity plague you. If doubts and curiosity plague.
Okay. Okay, a winding stair hugs the cliffside, providing an impressive view as you work your way higher and higher. Not too far along the path, however, you find your progress interrupted. A large boulder appears to have fallen onto the road from somewhere up above, and now sits squarely in your way. Well, that's annoying. Examine the area. The boulder is nearly flush with the cliff face, preventing you from passing by on that side. Along the edge of the cliff, however, there is a narrow space just wide enough to follow across to the other side. The boulder's landing has crushed the steps beneath it, however. Oh. Should we try to push the boulder out of the way? A deer, he's got the strength. Deer heaves the boulder, and after a few difficult moments, it starts sliding and rolling, halting across the cracked steps, then plunges over the side and away. You hear the echoing clatter of the rocks tumbling down the side of the cliff. The sound seems to stir something overhead. A shadow crosses the path, quick as lightning, and vanishes before you can catch a glimpse of what has cast it. But you see the rapidly growing silhouettes of several more rocks flung down at you from above. Scrambling to action, the party ducks under a small rocky protrusion along the cliff face, but Sagani stumbles and is left just short of shelter. A sudden hailstorm of fist-sized rocks and scattered debris rains down upon them. Battered and bruised, Sagani leaps the final distance to safety. After a short while, the thundering rumble of falling stones fades away. Your ordeal past, you continue your climb, and the rest of the journey proceeds without incident. So does that mean Sagani is injured in some way now because of that?
I'm here.
Yep. She's got a concussion and some bruised ribs. Oof. All right. Well. I guess we could just take another rest and clear that up. This counts as a lair of a sky dragon? Oh, hell yes. Okay. It's fully upgraded. Oh, that's awesome. Well, what have we gained? It's now superb quality. We get crackling bolt. 2 per rest. It's like lightning bolt. Okay. Nice. Sweet. Cool. I think that's the last. Is that the last one? Last of my party's soulbound items to be upgraded. Oh. Okay. Upgrades. I didn't actually give him one. I guess I could switch him over to something like the Twin Sting just so he has one, but upgraded. Yeah. Nice. That's cool. Oh, I guess that has to be a Rogue Ranger or Cypher for the crossbow. Rogue or Oh, I guess we could give him Night Shroud. But he would have to become melee based. Fine with the way things are. Okay. Well. Time to deal with the Durgan. Oh my god.
Sweet mother of Galawain! That's an impressive beast! Think we can slay it?
As you reach the summit of the mountain, a gust of wind stirs the air. You hear a noise like the snapping of sails, and the sky is briefly blotted out. A dragon lands before you, shaking the ground beneath your feet. It draws itself up to its full height and spreads its wings, barring your passage. Its neck, its back, and the ridge of its spine are covered with magnificent plumage. It hisses at you, and while the sound is unlike any language you've ever heard, the beast's meaning is utterly clear.
Vermin invading my nest, threatening my hatchling. You shall feed my young.
Let's see. This temple is dedicated to a goddess, not your hatchery. Heat from the beast's roar sears your face. It lashes in a fury of scales and feathers. Oh boy. Well. Okay. Well, we should probably protect against fear.
I'm here.
We should summon some aid.
Hey.
Need something?
Immune to blinded, dazed, dragon breath, frightened, stuck, conscious. Yeah. That makes sense. We have them up. We're gonna try.
Yeah?
We are gonna try. Let's get some defensive buffs rolling.
Yeah.
Hydra.
Moe Anna! Yeah?
Good start. But we gotta keep the spells rolling. Let's do that. Let's condemn. Actually.
Moe
Now let's condemn.
Let's go!
Can't get a good shot with this.
Let's go! Let's go!
Okay, we're frightened again, so we need to... That. Let's give him a time parasite.
I'm ready.
Slash him.
Yeah?
Shock DR reduction. So, what does this do? Piercing damage, piercing sun damage.
Hey. Laparu beyond seek!
Let's go!
Yeah?
Ready, Watcher. I'm ready.
Hey. Moe Fixie Anna!
Got her. Dragon dead. Guy dragon eyes and dragon meat.
Mm-hmm.
They did say something about an egg. Right, a one-headed warhammer. Oh. I wonder what we're gonna do about this egg. Fight plus 3 ring. Damn. All right. The Will Breaker. Oh, there's no egg here. Really? I guess it was already born and we killed it. I was thinking there was like a hatchling or a hat. All right. Well. Done and done. Okay. Nice. Hylia reveals. Okay, did that. Yeah. The nest above the clouds. Okay. Petition Hylia. I've dealt with the dragon and its young, and the nest is now safe for Hylia's followers. Hylia may be willing to grant me a favor in return for my aid. I can pray to her at Ter Evrim. Okay. Just gotta get back there now. Wait, don't we have a bounty somewhere? That cave. I didn't go into that cave in Northweld. I bet you that's where my last bounty is.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Love be off.
Need something?
Not getting through me.
Yep, that was it. That was the bounty. Sneak attack bonus, exceptional club. Cool. Leave the area from up here. What's that? We're gonna go back and turn this bounty, and I think that's the last bounty. I think.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign.
Well met, friend.
Let's see. Yep, dealt with them.
Hail and well met.
Dealt with that. All right. You need a report.
Good day,
Every time you turn
stranger.
in a quest, the keep takes another turn. So I'm just checking to make sure they're. If I just turn a bunch of these in at the same time, I might miss something. You've taken down some dangerous foes. Impressive work. Kith know that they can count on you. I've still got a few more for you, though. If you fancy getting your hands dirty again. Really? All right. Let's see. There's a pack of wizards with a price on their heads. Then there's another bounty offer from the Glenfathan tribes. And last one is going to be rough. Ever tangled with a Vithrak before? I have, actually. Tell me about the wizards. Now this one, looks like someone crossed the Dominals. Oh, High Arcanist Isley. She and her cabal of wizards are holed up in the tower in Heritage Hill. Oh. And the Glenfathan bounty? Bounties from Norik the Prophet, a Glenfathan exile, who was banished from the tribe. His extreme views. Nerek's a cipher. Seems he's taken an interest in an Engwithan site north of Gilded Vale. Oh, yeah, we've been there. That's where we started. Several tribes have pulled together the coin for his bounty. Tell me about the Vithrak. Turned up in Pearlwood Bluff with some of his kin. This offer's unsigned, but it seems like someone doesn't want him sticking around. 3 more bounties. Okay. Well, I think we should save those for next time.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Sure, we're all nice and rested up. Okay. That is where we're going to stop for the night. Oops. Thank you all so very much for coming and hanging out. Appreciate that, as always. We got a lot of work done tonight. Helped out some Glenfathan tribes. Learned about some of them. Took out a dragon. You know, like you do. Turned in some bounties. Got some more bounties to take care of, which we will deal with next time. Which will be Thursday, 8 p.m. Central. Hope to see you all on Thursday for some more Pillars of Eternity. Yeah. Let's see. I haven't gone and said hello to Galaxy in a while, so let's go say hi to Galaxy. Looks like she's going to play some Clair Obscure. And I will see you fine folks on Thursday. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank